Hey guys, Steve Hughes here, jumping in to work with you again a little bit today. Today we're going to take a look at a question that comes from some of the work in Alex. This question is talking about what is the effect of making early payments? Here's the story. Betty Ross owes $57,600 on a 6% 90-day note. On day 30, she pays $11,520 on the note. On day 70, she pays an additional $20,160 on the note. Based on the U.S. rule, calculate the following. Use a 360-day year and round all answers to the nearest cent. Okay, I'm going to do this question in Excel. For what reason? So that you could set this up in Excel for yourself. You could use this in many different applications, questions, etc. All right, so let's get started. First of all, I entered the amount owed on the note. Then I entered the interest rate. Remember, everybody, this is an APR, all right, an annual percentage rate. There are 90 days on the note, and there are 360 days per year, given the information that was told to us right above. All right. That being stated, let's continue. Days paid. So first of all, they paid after or on day 30. Okay. So the days paid is 30. The amount that they paid was $11,520. Okay. These are things that you would be changing, right? If you were doing this for yourself. Now let's take a look. All right. The new balance, everybody, is future value simple interest. What do I mean? For 30 days, she had a balance of $57,000, $57,600. So that has to be calculated to the future value at that point in time. It's simple interest because it's not being calculated on accumulated interest. It's only on the principal. So the formula is P times 1 plus RT right here in the middle of my screen. All right. Now let's click on the cell and figure out how I calculated this amount. Looking up at this, you can see it's highlighted there, everybody, in blue. The balance, which is my payment to begin with. I'm sorry, my principal to begin with. All right, P. Then I multiplied the 1 plus RT. All right, B8 is my rate. B9 is, I'm sorry, B12 is the number of days, and I divide that by B10 because, once again, that is an annual percentage rate, okay? Once I've done that, I subtract the payment that I just paid, the $11,520, and I end up with a balance of $46,368. Make sure if you put this in your homework question that you put the comma in there, okay? So 46, comma 368, and you're good to go. All right. So at that time, everybody, that's on day 30, they now owe $46,368. Then they continue on. All right. They continue to what point? They continue to day 70. Okay. Day 70. On day 70, they make another payment. This time they make a payment of $20,160. Okay. So now, how many days have elapsed? Everybody, that's the question. How many days have elapsed? So let's look at this question again. All right, they make a payment of $20,160 on the 70th day. My future value here again, once is P times 1 plus RT. All right, so let's look at our formula again. We have the balance at that time, which is the principal on that day of 46,000. That's in B14. I multiply that times 1 plus, oh, check that out, everybody. I did B16 minus B12. Okay, I paid it on the 70th day. The balance was from the 30th day. Okay, so the difference between the two is the time for this new future value, right? So that's why I make that difference there. Then I multiplied it once again times the interest rate divided by the number of days per year, because once again, we're looking at a daily rate as compared to an annual rate. Remember, the rate of 6% is an APR. All right. So enter this formula, and they now owe $26,517.12. This is on day 70. Okay. Remember, this is a 90-day note. So at the end of the time, okay, when the note has totally come to balance, right? It's totally completed. Matured is what they call it. All right. What is my final balance? So at this point in time, let's click on the formula. All right. So I'm taking B18. Remember, B18 was my balance when I made that last payment. That's highlighted in orange there. Okay. So that was my principal at that time. I multiply that times 1 plus B9. B9, that's the 90 days, right? Minus the 70 days in B16. I multiply that times the rate in B. Let's click on it so you can actually see the cells. So once again, I'm taking B18 times 1 plus B9 minus B16. Okay, that's going to be 20 days, right? That's the time times the rate of 6% in cell B8 divided by B10, the number of days per year, to once again make it a daily rate. Okay, hit enter, and I have a maturity balance of $26,605.51. So you can now see, everybody, that as we made payments throughout the time, it reduced the amount of interest we had to pay along the way. We didn't calculate that here, but we easily could, right? And it gave us a much smaller balance to pay off, obviously, at the end of the maturity. Okay, so thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helps you. Once again, I would save this. I would make myself a template. I would save this, and I would use this on your homework, on your reviews, on your whatever occasion you have to use it for. You may want to do it for yourself, or you have one of your own personal notes. All right, that's it for today.